Coming up, the Black Student Union brings their glitz and glamour. And later, a festive way to support local rescues.
Iowa looks to replace All-American Keegan Murray this season. I'll tell you more in sports.
You will definitely need a jacket this week. I'll tell you more in weather.
All that and more coming up on this Monday morning edition of DITV News. Don't go anywhere. DITV News starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for tuning in live to DITV and KRUI 89.7 FM. I'm Ashely Weil. Over the weekend, the Black Student Union hosted its first gala after the pandemic. DITV reporter Maura DeCinco attended the event.
COVID brought many things to a screeching halt, one of those being the Black Student Union and its annual gala. This year, however, the gala is back, and it kicked off with a great start. The Black Student Union was able to come together to celebrate after the difficulty of the pandemic.
I really appreciate all the Black students and just everybody coming together as one, as we should. It really shows how we are stronger together.
The group hosted a performance, music, and food. Students were able to let loose for an evening.
I think it's really great that we actually get to experience it. We both grew up in a white suburb, so it's really nice to have a community where we feel welcome and we can meet other individuals like ourselves.
Add to the fact that I just love seeing people come together, dressing up, looking really, really good, and just enjoying a wonderful night.
The group hopes to continue the tradition of the Black Gala as a way to uplift the Black community at the University of Iowa. From Hansher Auditorium, Maura DeCinco, DITV.
And now a class action lawsuit filed by UIHC employees in 2019 has now resolved with a $15 million settlement. In 2019, about 11,000 UIHC employees claimed they did not receive overtime pay on time. This is in defiance of the Fair Labor Standards Act. The lawsuit was settled on October 15th. The 6 employees who led the lawsuit each will receive $10,000 incentives. And aside from the fees, the additional money will be distributed, but to the 11,000 employees. And on October 14th, Hansher Auditorium hosted Aaron Deal and Brandon Patrick George's program, Songs of Black America. DITV News reporter Johnny Valtman has more on this performance.
Aaron Deal, Brandon Patrick George, and 9 other musicians put on the original program, Black Songs of America, on Friday night.
And trying to shine a light not only on the great work that is happening now and the great music that people are writing, but the music that has come before.
The performance was part of Hansher's golden anniversary season, We All Rise, which looks to celebrate the best returning and new performers to Hansher.
The idea for the 50th anniversary was to really celebrate a lot of the acts and artists that Hansher has had multiple times over the years and bring them back, but then also intersperse that with new faces and new artists.
I was saying that the University of Iowa, in particular Hansher Auditorium, has a reputation for presenting some of the finest programming in the world, honestly.
And I'm hoping that they become sort of one of the ongoing partners and that we can have them back, multiple times over the years.
From Hansher Auditorium, I'm Johnny Valtman, DITV News.
And Last Hope Animal Rescue has animals available for adoption all year round. However, they hosted a special event this past Sunday to showcase some of their furry friends. DITV News reporter David Consuelos has more on the event.
Numerous foster animals like Sadie here came dressed in their best costumes in hopes of finding their forever homes. Last Hope Animal Rescue hosted their annual Wag-O-Ween event here in Big Grove Brewery in Iowa City.
The Wag-O-Ween event, which took place this past Sunday, had lots to offer, such as pumpkin decorating, Halloween candy, vendors, furry friends, and a bouncy house. Last Hope Animal Rescue is a non-profit rescue that is 100% volunteer-run and based in Cedar Rapids. The organization helps about 400 dogs and cats a year find new homes.
Wagoween is one of our favorite events. We love this one. It's just a family-friendly, everybody can come, bring their dog, have a good time. For us, it's really about getting some of our adoptable animals out. We've got dogs and kittens and cats here. But it's joining the community for an afternoon of fun and, you know, giving people the opportunity to ask questions and learn more about the rescue.
I think it's just a great time to come out today and just kind of support the cause and to help out.
For more information on how to adopt a furry friend, such as Sadie and Oscar, please visit adopthope.org. From the Wagoween event, David Consuelos, DITV News.
And Sam, can we expect some more of this fall weather to continue this week?
Well, Ashley, as we head into late October, the weather is looking more and more chilly. It's currently 31 degrees as we take a look at campus. And today we can expect a high of 44 degrees with some strong winds and at night a low temp of 25 degrees. Tuesday is looking at a high of 47 degrees and a low of 32 with nothing but sun. Wednesday we'll have some clouds with a high in the 50s and a low in the 30s. At the end of the week it will start to heat up little by little. The high in the 70s is expected on Friday. Michael, who should the Hawkeye basketball team look to this season without Keegan Murray?
Well, Samantha, the Iowa men's basketball team is gearing up to start their campaign on the 2022-2023 season. One player, though, has been all the talk during the preseason. Confidence. That's the word you'll hear most when talking about Iowa guard Tony Perkins. Perkins is entering his third season as a Hawkeye after an impressive career at Lawrence North High School in Indianapolis. During his first 2 seasons, Perkins came off the bench as a burst of energy until late last year when Tony would be inserted into the starting lineup. He would help the Hawkeyes surge all the way to a Big Ten crown. But this year, Perkins is expected to take his game to another level.
He's absolutely fearless. He was like that in high school. He had as good a high school senior year as anybody I've ever recruited. That kid's a gamer. And, you know, go to war with him any day.
Tony doesn't just bring the energy and effort when the lights are shining bright, though. The other Hawkeye players will be quick to tell you that Perkins brings it every single day.
I think he's a fiery guy, so competitive every single day in practice, whether it be practice lifting weights, really anything.
He's a character, you know. Me and him are kind of alike. We're both characters. He's a funny guy. We always, when he steps on the court, he's very competitive. You know, likes to talk a lot of trash. So he has a great personality.
I know it gets me going because if he's on my team, I like it because then I'm hyping him up. But if he's against me, then I'm like, all right, we gotta end this right now.
Perkins believes he's more than just a one-sport athlete, however. Tony thinks he can get it done anywhere from the hardwood to the baseball diamond to even on the field at Kinnick Stadium.
I promise you right now, Kurt, if you call me right now and say come to practice for a day or 2 or even a week, I promise you will have a Lamar Jackson at quarterback. You heard it here first. That's just what it is. Like, it's me. Like, it's me. I know what I can do. I might hoop, but I can go out on the football field and do some damage. I can go on the baseball field. I can go run some track. Like, that's it. It's just me. I can do it all.
Perkins has proven to be the ultimate competitor during his years as a Hawkeye. And when he was asked about potentially receiving all conference honors at the end of the season, he replied that he didn't think he would receive them. He knew that he would. Perkins and the rest of the Hawkeyes will take the court for a scary exhibition on Halloween Day. And the Iowa field hockey team just had their worst weekend of the season. The Hawks would lose to both the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines 2-0. If Iowa wants to get back to their dominant ways, they will need to improve their lacking offense, which seems to be a theme in Iowa City. Iowa has failed to score goals to score 2 goals in 4 of their 5 losses this season. If they want any chance of winning the Big Ten, they will need to start generating some offense. Come back Wednesday for all the latest on everything Hawkeye sports. Now back to you, Ashley.
Thanks, Michael, and thank you for tuning in to DITV News and listening to KRUI 89.7 FM. Be sure to head over to thedailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday. Check out more of our content on the Daily Iowan YouTube page or dailyiowan.com/DITV. For DITV News, I'm Ashely Weil. Have a great day.